Well, this week's Monday meditation, as we continue to read through Proverbs, we're going to read Proverbs chapter 6, verses 1 through 19. And as I read these, you will see that these are just some classic Proverbs. The verses are either in sets of 2 or 4, and they're these parallel kind of back and forth structure. And it's kind of what we think of when we read the Proverbs. Many of our previous readings have been more thematic, and these ones now have this more what we might just consider classical Proverbs structure. But I trust it'll be encouragement to you as you begin your week. So Proverbs chapter 6, verses 1 through 19. My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, given your pledge for a stranger, if you are snared in the words of your mouth, caught in the words of your mouth, then do this, my son, and save yourself. For you have come into the hand of your neighbor. Go, hasten and plead urgently with your neighbor. Give your eyes no sleep, and your eyelids no slumber. Save yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ant, O sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise. Without having any chief, officer, or ruler, she prepares her bread in summer and gathers her food in harvest. How long will you lie there, O sluggard? When will you arise from your sleep? A little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a robber, and want like an armed man. A worthless person, a wicked man, goes about with crooked speech, winks with his eyes, signals with his feet, points with his finger. With perverted heart devises evil, continually sowing discord. Therefore, calamity will come upon him. Suddenly, in a moment, he will be broken beyond healing. There are 6 things that the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that devises wicked plans, feet that make haste to run to evil. A false witness who breathes out lies, and one who sows discord among brothers. Just so much practical wisdom in these verses, whether it's dealing with our neighbors, borrowing money, finances, watching what we say, working hard. All of these things lead to what we're seeing all through the book of Proverbs, what it looks like to live a life of wisdom. And that's to live the path that God has set for us. So a life of wisdom is applied knowledge, rightly living that pathway. And we see in these verses just general commentary and suggestions, as it were, on how to live in a way that won't lead to destruction, won't end in calamity. And this relates to our finances, this relates to our speech patterns, and these kind of things can cause either health to our life or disaster. And so we do well to take to heart these Proverbs, inspired by the Spirit, that we apply them to our lives, and we might live lives that can be characterized as wise. Well, I trust this is an encouragement to you and a challenge to you. I hope you have a great week. God bless.